Hello everyone, my name is Ryan and I am an English tutor here at OpenWisdom. Today I will be quickly going through how to write an effective thesis statement. This is the first video of a small essay writing mini series that I will be doing, and so let's go. So before we begin, some questions you may have before watching this video would include: how do I write a thesis statement? What should my thesis statement do? What even is a thesis statement? And what's the difference between a good and bad one? All of these questions are super common, so hopefully this video can answer some of them. So before we begin, let's quickly go through our essay structure. We begin with an introduction. So this is where your thesis will be introduced, followed by a body paragraph, where your thesis will be sustained, and you'll be constantly linking back to the question, and then a conclusion where you'll summarize all your points and link back to the question and, of course, your thesis. So what is a thesis? Well, a thesis statement acts as the basis of your essay. It is your answer to the question given and is ultimately sustained throughout your work. So this is a small criteria to success. Treat this as a guide, some points you have to hit in order to effectively write a thesis. So your thesis should be concise. Keep your thesis straightforward, addressing the key points you will be addressing as well as the key points of the question. So some suggestions we have would be to keep it 1 to 2 sentences and refrain from using any first-person language. Keep it formal. Second, we should expand on the question. So it is not enough just to reword the question. We must expand on it, add our own opinion and ultimately our answer. So try describing or rewording the question, adding your own arguments, some synonyms, and some ways we can do that would be to introduce our themes or perhaps the author/composer's purpose. Last but not least, we definitely have to answer the question. That is the whole point of a thesis, to answer the question as well as set up the ideas you will explore in your essay. And a good way to do this would be to address the key words that you get in the question. So here we will go through an example of a thesis statement. So take this question from common module about human experiences. Storytelling ignites new ideas about the multifaceted nature of human behavior. So before we continue, let's take a step back and address or find the key words of this question. They'd be storytelling, new ideas, multifaceted, and human behavior. So these are the different points we must make sure we address in our introduction and most importantly in our thesis. So here's an example. Here's an example written for 1984. Orwell's powerful storytelling explores the multifaceted experiences of his characters, exposing the universal truth that individuals conform to societal expectations, causing discontent as humans are reduced of their individuality. This allows respondents to see their own world through a different lens in order to reflect upon the need to express and preserve our humanity. Notice how I have taken the key words of the question whilst expanding on them and forming my own opinion. In the next slide here, I've highlighted the key points of the question and where I have addressed them in my own thesis statement. Notice how majority of the thesis is highlighted, and I have just expanded on certain aspects of the question that I will be exploring in my own essay. To summarize, a thesis acts as the backbone of our essay and answers the question as well as introducing the key ideas we will explore in our own essay. It is introduced typically at the end of our introduction. It is important we follow the criteria to success in order to effectively write a good thesis statement. And it is also important that we address the keywords of the question. Now it's your turn to give it a go. Take the advice given from this video and put it in your own practice. Remember, thesis statements aren't the easiest thing to do. And of course, practice makes perfect. Try adapting to many different questions and ultimately you'll get there. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we will be going through topic sentences.